Hello, hello, hello. This is Gerald Salenti, and it's Thursday, October 20th, 2022. And here are some of today's trends in the news. On the market front, well, the Dow was down a bit today. Let's see, it fell 0.8%. The NASDAQ shed 0.61%. And that was the S&P that fell 0.80. The Dow was down 90 points, and the NASDAQ was down 0.61%. So, throughout the day, though, the Dow was up almost 400 points, but they faded because of the Treasury yields. The reports, it's at 4.29%, 4.239. So these levels they haven't seen since 2008. 2008. You mean the panic of 08? The domain name that I took out in 2007, panicofo8.com? I was the first guy to call the Panic of 08. Yeah, but let's listen. Let's give the Nobel Award to the Nobel Peace of Crap Prize winner award to, or the Economy Award to Ben Bernanke, who said that there would be no real estate bust and the markets were fine. Yeah. Anyway, so the Dow's down now 2 straight days, but it's up for the week 2%. And the dollar keeps getting stronger. And over there in Japan, you just saw the yen hit its lowest level since 1990. Yeah. The Asian currency crisis. Remember that one? Anyway, that was another time. So the importance of this is the dollar is strong because all the other currencies are so weak. And it's really hurting these other economies because a lot of the emerging markets, particularly, they borrow money in dollars. So, of course, Japan's not an emerging market. But the other ones, they borrow money in dollars and their currency is going down. So it costs them a lot more to pay off their debt. And that paying off debt level is the big story, not only with emerging markets, but across the board. All the borrowing that was done with the merger and acquisition activities, all of the debt load in the commercial and business and other real estate sectors and other people borrowing big that have to pay more now. So as the interest rates keep going up, this thing is going to blast down really hard. And by the way, check out the interview I did yesterday with Gregory Mannarino. It's on our same site. And also the one with Salenti and the judge. Very important one. So the word on the street now, and the bond market is showing it, that they think the Fed's going to bring interest rates up to 5%. That's the bet on the street. If interest rates go to 5%, man, you're going to see a collapse that's unimaginable. The Beige Book cites concerns about weakening demand. U.S. businesses are becoming more pessimistic about economic conditions in the face of higher inflation and rising interest rates, the Federal Reserve said yesterday. The Fed's 12 regional reserve districts said business contacts noted, quote, growing concerns about weakening demand. That's right, weakening demand. Because inflation is going up, and again, you go to John Williams' shadow stats, you're looking at the real inflation numbers double what they are showing. So the people are buying a lot less, and it's costing them a lot more. And it's going to get worse because mortgage demand dropped to a 25-year low. Why? Because interest rates went up. That's right. Mortgage demand suffered 4 straight months of decline last week to the lowest levels since 1997. Home buyers' demand for mortgages dropped 4% for the week and was 38% lower than the same week 1 year ago. That's according to the Mortgage Bankers Association. And demand was 86% lower than the same week 1 year ago. We told you so, we told you so, we told you so. We forecast this in the Trends Journal year ago. We said this is going to happen. More than a year. We said as they start raising interest rates, this thing is going to go down. Will there be a market crash in real estate? Existing home sales fell to a 10-year low in September as mortgage rates soar. Let's see. Sales of previously owned homes fell 1.5% in September from August to a seasonally blah, 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 blah. That marked the 8th straight month of sales decline. Sales were lower by nearly 24% year over year. That's according to the National Association of Realtors. The median price for an existing home sold in September was $384,800, an increase of 8.4% from September 2021. So prices climbed or climbing at all price points still. So as we said, we do not see at this, minus a wild card, you never know. A war, the World War III escalating, natural disaster, whatever. You can't predict wild cards. We do not see a major real estate meltdown like what happened with the panic of 2008. Because people bought houses they had money to buy them with, unlike the subprime mortgage deal and derivatives and all the other dirty deals going back then. Canadian real estate prices are falling faster than they did back in the panic of 2008. Yep, National Bank emphasized that home prices are falling faster than they did during the global financial crisis. Prices have dropped 7% since May, peak over the same period, and during the global financial crisis, they bottomed at 9.2% lower. So at the current rates of decline, you're going to see this thing go a lot lower. All right. British food prices rose at the fastest pace since 1980 last month. Oh, and they threw Truss out. They didn't trust them. Again, a freak show. Look at the fucking morons that they put in power. Look at the shitheads that are running and ruining our lives. So you look at the data here, and here's what they say. Russia's invasion of Ukraine has boosted food and energy prices around the world, with shipments of natural gas, grains, and cooking oil disrupted. Well, the grains and cooking oil disrupted, but the natural gas, that's because of the sanctions that the United States and NATO put on Russia. Russia didn't say, we're going to stop selling you. America and NATO, the European nations, said, we're not going to buy from you anymore. We're putting sanctions on you. And then Russia said, okay, if you want to buy our gas and oil, you got to pay for it in rubles, not in dollars. Shove the dollars. How dare you say that? And by the way, it's the hypocrisy that have they write this is such bullshit. Housing costs rose the cost of taking care of a house rose 9.3% in the UK, driven by rising prices of energy. Brought to you by the shithead politicians that made it happen. And it keeps going on. Record levels in bread prices rattle Europe. France up 8%. Hungary, 77%. Well, they're hungry, so of course it should have gone up. Germany, 18%. United States, 15%. So look at I'm just pointing these out to show you where the real economy is going when you're looking at real inflation. This is devastating to we the people of the plantation workers of Slavelandia as the rich get richer and they keep getting everything. UK inflation climbs to a 40-year high. Yep, it hit the other day. It hit 10.1%. And they got like nothing interest rates. What are they going to raise them? Cargo carriers face slump in peak season. Very important. It shows you how things are going down. From China, where manufacturers of goods, including furniture, toys, and electronics stuff, for the U.S. retailers tumbled 18.3% from August to September. But even though the cost of shipping is going down, it's still higher than it was before the COVID war. And that's what you have to watch. The lumber prices are going back up again, even though things are going down. So yeah, prices are going down, but inflation is still very high. But they don't talk about that. Officials bet well on stocks as COVID emerged. This is from the Wall Street Journal. Federal officials working on government response to COVID-19 made well-timed financial trades when the pandemic began. Not the pandemic, when the lockdowns began by the shitheads that did it. And they keep using this word pandemic. Response when the trades when the pandemic began, both as the markets plunged and as they rallied, a Wall Street investigation found. The deputy to top health official, Anthony Fuckface Fauci, reported 10 sales of mutual funds and stocks totaling between 157,000 to 480,000 that month. Collectively, officials at another health agency, Human Services, reported 60% more sales of stocks and funds in January than the average over the previous 12 months, driven by a handful of particularly active traders. They know the inside deal. And to say officials bet well, official pieces of fucking shit that we pay that fuck over us. Elaine Chao, this is the wife of fuckface Mitch McConnell with more fucking chins than Chinatown. Elaine, guess what? I married a Chao with all them chins. Purchased more than $600,000 in 2 stock funds while her agency was involved in the pandemic response. Pandemic response? And her agency? One big club and you ain't in it. Got it? Got it? Murderers and thieves are running and ruining our lives. So grow up, everybody, and you better do something. Hey, what am I going to do? I'm so fucking tired of saying, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? France rocked by protests over inflation. This was on Tuesday. More than 100,000 people took to the streets. Where are they in America? Protesting about rising costs and government corruption. Now, this is interesting. Australia reverses on Israel's capital. This is the thing that Donald Trump bought us because he got all that dough from that guy in the gambling thing for his campaign. Australia dropped its recognition of West Jerusalem as Israel's capital, sparking a diplomatic spat between the two U.S. allies over the long-standing Israeli-Palestinian conflict. And they go on to write here from Wall Street Journal. Israel captured East Jerusalem from Jordan in 1967. In late 2017, here you go, President Trump departed from decades of U.S. policy and granted recognition to Jerusalem as Israel's capital. So Israel captured East Jerusalem from Jordan and annexed it. How's that for fucking bullshit? Total bullshit. Annexed? They stole the fucking land. You got it? Oh, but you anti-Semite? How could you say that? Fuck off. I'm not an anti-Semite. As I said, 3 of my last 4 girlfriends were Jewish. And you know the reason why Jewish men die before their wives? They want to. I didn't make that joke up. It's a reality. Anyway, that Israel gets away with this and you can't condemn them is an atrocity. But it's just like the same atrocity. The White House said on Thursday that the U.S. has evidence that Iranian troops are directly engaged on the ground in Crimea, supporting Russian drone attacks in Ukraine infrastructure and civilian population. National Security Council spokesman John Kirby told reporters that Iran has sent, quote, relatively small number of personnel. How many Americans are over there? According to Phil Giraldi, former CIA guy, a lot. And how many from NATO? Oh, but Iran is doing it. Oh, and Iran is sending drones. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. But Israel could do what they want. And the hypocrisy of the United States, the world-class #1 murdering country in the world since World War II, condemning Russia for what they're doing with all of this hypocrisy. That's like a murderer saying to another murderer, how dare you murder somebody? I'm the only person that could murder people. We are America. We murder. How many? Over 3 million Vietnamese? About 1 million Iraqis, a couple of 100,000 Afghans. Destroyed Libya, destroyed Syria. That's fine. What hypocrisy? How many U.S. advisors are over there? The Iranians are sending drones. What has America sent? $70 billion of our dough so far to keep bloodying the killing fields? Oh, but Iran sent drones. Ooh. You got madmen in charge. And what they're doing now is they keep talking about nuclear war. They're normalizing nuclear war. That's when you know it's coming. And this is the stupidity, the arrogance and moronic stupidity that they're promoting. And this is from Business Insider. How about from Business Stupidity? You ready? Headline: How to survive a nuclear bomb attack. Minute-by-minute steps to protect yourself. What are you fucking kidding me? What are you kidding me? Protect yourself? That's when they had us hiding under a desk, duck and cover when I was in school as a kid. And then they had us when we couldn't go under the desk and we had to standing with our hands behind our head in the hallways. Don't look at the flash if you see one. If I see a flash, I'll be dust. And they're saying the same stupid shit now. The same stupid shit now. They're normalizing nuclear war. That's when you know it will happen. So what are you doing to do anything to stop it? Are you supporting Occupy Peace? Are you supporting Freedom, Peace, and Justice, the Universal Church? Are you helping other people that need help? What are you doing? Oh, matter of fact, learn the duck and cover stuff. You'll be fine. And who the fuck wants to live after a nuclear explosion? It was shit living during the COVID war when everything was locked down. Can you imagine? Oh, they tell you, take a shower. Yeah. And don't forget to sanitize your hands when you jerk off. You know, what stupid crap. Anyway, new Gallup poll. Just 7% of Americans have a great deal of trust and confidence in the media. And that's why I subscribe to the Trends Journal. Because this is an article from today's toilet paper record, the New York Times. Strategies of CEO are at heart of lawsuit against Fox News. It goes on with this lawsuit, but here's how they go on to say it. Since Ms. Scott took over the top job at Fox News in 2018, her colleagues said she has managed from behind the scenes with a simple mantra: respect Fox's audience. Often, that involves sparing conservative viewers what they don't want to hear. Okay? But Miss Scott's Fox News, a sanctuary for conservatives where few unpleasant facts intrude. Oh, they play to their audience. This isn't Fox News. It's a Fox TV show. It's a fucking sitcom. They're playing to their audience, conservatives. I don't play to anybody. Unless, of course, she wants to play with me. No, I can't say that. Oh, okay, but gender wants to play with me. I mean, what kind of fucking bullshit is this? We put out the truth and trends. We're political atheists. I could give a flying fuck what you believe in. It has nothing to do with being a conservative, a Democrat, a Republican. These are all stupid names. How about people with little minds that only live by their belief systems and ignore the facts? And that's why you subscribe to the Trends Journal. History before it happens. This week, another 140 pages. Look at the cover. Another great cover by Anthony Frieda. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Nut House. That's right. And this is only one of the cuckoos in the nut house. There have been a number of them before this clown. So we're giving you everything we can. And they're giving you nothing more than bullshit. You got it. Again, tune into Salenti and the Judge and a great, great interview with Gregory Mannarino, who gives us an article each week in the Trends Journal. History before it happens. Thank you. From COVID war to Ukraine war to world war. Are you prepared for what's next? These are unprecedented times. What's next? What's going to happen? Read the Trends Journal. We have an unsurpassed track record of forecasting history before it happens. Subscribe to the Trends Journal. Read history before it happens. From the world leader in trend forecasting.